This is the Pink Dalmatian Scrapper, and today I'm going to show you my scrapbooking room. It's downstairs in our house. It was one of the extra guest bedrooms, and my husband made me this beautiful accordion table. We got the sawhorse legs from IKEA, and originally when he made it I had the idea that my table would be up against the wall, but I realized I like it better in the middle of the room, so we've moved that. And then for now I just have a folding table that meets up against it. That way if any friends or family come over and scrapbook, they have a place to do that as well. And if nobody's here, then I get to spread out across both tables. So this is where I do most of my work, right here. And we'll just work our way around the room. I don't have very many wood mount stamps, so I just have a little knick-knack holder, and that's where I keep them. They're kind of displayed. I think they're kind of pretty. And then up above in this shelf, I got the shelf from IKEA. It's a floating shelf. And then this is my new scrap storage. And I will do a separate post on that, kind of showing where I got the idea and exactly how I've done it. But all my scraps are sorted by color, and I find that that actually is kind of how I'm looking for colors anyways, or looking for scraps is by color. So that's what is right there on that shelf. And then I have this beautiful cabinet, or I think it's beautiful, but it's a metal cabinet, and we got it at an auction a few years ago. It's just got lots of shelving in it. I keep all my scrapbooks right there, my then just different tools like my Xyron sticker makers, my scissors, and my texture boutique, my Big Bite, just different things are in there. And down below I have some storage for different crafts, for kids crafts. So that's just what I keep there. This little cart right here, I have my So Easy case up on top, and then these are my Close to My Heart stamps, the first two shelves, and the bottom shelf is my collection of embossing folders. The table, this little yellow table, I got at a secondhand store, and it's kind of perfect for like stamping, my glue gun, any heat embossing, anything like that, so it's really nice right there. And then I have a lot of these 12 by 12 tubs right here. I just get them at Michael's, and I really like them. I sort either projects in them. If it's kind of like an ongoing book, I have a heritage album, and so almost all my heritage paper and stuff just stays in them. And it helps me if I'm going to work on it. I can just pull out that tub and it's nice and convenient. Or if I'm going on a crop somewhere, then just pull that out. The colored ones are actually for my kids, so I keep a lot of their paper or different embellishments. And same thing, if I'm going to be working on one of their layouts, then it's nice and easy, just pull it on out. These two keepers right there, one is my stickers. It's kind of exploding, that one, which I barely use anymore. And then the top one is all my acrylic stamps that are not close to my heart. And those I will show on another video as well, my storage for that. This is where I used to keep all my close to my heart folders, or stamps, I'm sorry, but kind of got out of hand with how many I have, so they don't fit in there anymore. And of course I can't find another one of these baskets. So I'm going to make dividers and put like my pre-made cards and things in there. So that's still a project to do. And the other thing I wanted to show you on here, I have all my cords running to this outlet, and then that way when I just flip the switch on there, my light goes off. And I think it's pretty handy for me just because I was always forgetting whether or not I turned off my hot glue gun. And so if I make sure when I leave my room all my lights are off, then I know my hot glue gun's off too. So that's just me. I don't know if anybody else has that problem. And then I don't have very many stickles, just a few of them, and then my sponges from Close to My Heart. But I have a metal strip here from IKEA, and then I just put magnets on the bottom of those. I got that idea off of Pinterest. So it keeps them up out of the way, but right there, easy access for me. My heat embossing powders are right there, just some smaller stamp pads, all my acrylic blocks, and glimmer mist. Then my buttons I've sorted by color, and I just have to say my sister started this whole color thing thought she was a little crazy when she did it, but now I've started sorting a lot of my products by color, and it makes finding what you want a lot easier. And then just some extra glass jars. Now, when you buy this embellishment center, and I bought it at Michael's, they kind of have suggested containers for it, but they're all plastic, and I did not want to go that route. So I found these jars. They're at Walmart. I don't know if they're still there. I think they are. Just like canister jars. They fit just barely. I mean, they overlap a little bit, but I like the glass jars better. Same thing. I got these at Walmart as well, and I just like the glass better. I have my Close to My Heart stamps in their storage for them, and they do go on the wall, which I think is really great, but I found that I like having one not attached to the wall. That way if I go to a crop, then I can just take the whole thing with me and off I go. So I kind of really like that idea, and I can just take this and go. This table matches my crafting table right there, and I use it for my Cricut. I'm expecting my expression in today, but I needed to get this filmed, so it will also be sitting up here on this table. There's plenty of room to work with your mats. My gypsy's here. I do have my gypsy on an extension cord. That way, I can just have it over at my table and be working on it when I'm sitting down on a layout. And then if I'm working in the Cricut craft room, I can have my laptop up here connected to my Cricut. What I have underneath it are just two bookcases that I bought at Walmart for $15. They weren't on sale or anything. I think they come black, maybe white, and then a wood color. And that's where I keep all my 12 by 12 mats. I also have these shoe boxes that I got, the plastic ones right there at Walmart. They're just $1 or $2. And I just store different things, like that heritage album that I'm working on. I have a whole tub of embellishments for that. That ribbon right there is mostly wire ribbon that won't fit, won't go where I use the rest of my ribbon. I'll show you that. And then that's a makeup case, the metal one right here. And I just store like all my little stamp pads that are not, you know, close to my heart, just my odds and ends stamp pads. And then some of my books, just different things. I love having these bookcases because it's just nice and easy storage. And I've also seen them where they're used at like the ends of tables. So if you had a tabletop, people put them. They're a little high for a chair unless you have one that can go up a little bit higher. But it's perfect to come over here and stand and work on my Cricut. I have a shelf right here. Some of these are my favorite Cricut cartridges, of course the Superman one. And then these ones are like my mom or my sister's cartridges. These ones are mine. But these are my mom's or my sister's that are linked to theirs. So I have to keep them kind of accessible if I want to use them, because I'll have to actually use the cartridge. This is my handbook storage. And I did a post, I'll put a link to it, for how I did this. I got it from Robin at the Fantabulous Cricut Challenge blog, and I really like it. It makes it easy to find them, and I just don't tell anybody I bought some new cartridges, so I have to finish doing that. And then I keep an extra little stylus here. I also use this for scraping. This is a Pampered Chef scraper, and I use this for scraping my mats with all the little papers. And the extra stylus, I keep this here, that way when I bring my gypsy back, if I've left my stylus, it's just nice and handy. And I hang my mats on the wall, and then I have another storage case. This one, not sure if I got it at Michael's, but it holds the tubs, and some of them are empty because I just finished my scrap storage, and that's where some of it was. Then I have this spinning thing. I can't remember where I found it, but there's 12 little compartments in it. Keep a lot of my adhesives. I used to have it on my tabletop, but I like not having it there, and this is kind of the only place I found to put it. But it is nice and convenient because my chair's right here, and then I can just turn around and reach whatever I want. So some of my embellishments go in there. And then I have these shelves. They came The previous owner of the house left them, so we brought them all down into this room. And some of it's just my knickknacks, and some of it is, of course, my scrapbooking supplies. All my cartridge boxes are up there. And then this embellishment center, or this little cubby, I got at, I think, Lowe's, down over in the tool section, and it just hangs on the wall. I think a lot of people have this. It's nice because it just holds miscellaneous little odds and ends. And same with this. I've seen this idea before and really liked it. And I found this at like just the holder, maybe at a Goodwill or something, and then bought the glasses at Walmart, and then just put little embellishments. This cabinet I picked up. I need to paint it and fix the top right here. Picked it up at a JCPenney outlet, and I just store, it's kind of a mess, sorry. I store, I've got my vinyl in here, kind of some unfinished albums I haven't even started, just like chipboard album kind of things. Just kind of some odds and end things. Of course, I have my Score Pal and my Martha Stewart Score Pal, or scoreboard, and then a cutter down there. I keep some of my smaller ribbons, the shorter ones, in this jar. And but this is my ribbon storage that I did. And I've seen, this is kind of like my homemade version of some of the other ones I've seen. And I just store them. They're up there by color. That's on a curtain rod. Then these are plastic, oops, these are shower curtain rings. And then the little things connecting them are, I don't even know what they're called. I have a link to that post as well. And the nice thing is those can come on down and you're good to go. So I just have those sorted by color as well. This paper is, this is all my loose paper. These up here are some of my sets, like my Close to My Heart sets. And then I also, when I get some projects started, but I'm not quite ready to do the layout, maybe I have the paper and the pictures ready, then I put them in these little plastic sleeves, and so I can either take them with me to a crop or just pull them out, and some of the hard work's already done. The pictures are there, the paper's there. Let's see. This cart I got at Costco, and it was probably about 5 years ago. I've never seen them again. It holds 12 by 12 paper, and I just have them in there by category. Some of it's by patterns or by solids, and then some of it's by theme, like camping or seasons. And so that's how I have my loose paper stored. And then this little, it's a little shoe cabinet. And I had originally wanted a bigger one for storing all my paper in, but I got this at a garage sale. I need to paint it as well. And it holds my mostly my 6x6 pads, and then just some loose flat things. So that works out pretty well for me. And the last little thing I have hidden here is my closet. Now I have a laptop, but I do print all my own pictures. This is my desktop, and we got this desk at IKEA, so it fits in my closet. There's my printer, so I can just open it up, get some pictures printing, and then being able to work on my scrapbook. So I really like having that there. I need to kind of figure out what I'm doing with my desktop, if I'm going to keep it or not. And then, like, that's all my gift wrapping stuff is up there. Just different odds and ends. This is kind of where I've shoved all my craft stuff. So sorry that's a mess, but some of my crafts other than scrapbooking, of course. So the nice thing is I can just close the doors and away it goes. So I hope you enjoyed the tour of my room. I'm the Pink Dalmatian Scrapper.